Welcome to Stacker Stockpile. This is the Cardboard Stacker here with the eBay electronic talking auction game. In the eBay auction game, up to 4 players are competing to be the richest collector. The game comes with its own hub known as the Electronic Auction Game Unit. When you set up the game, the deck of item cards are placed onto the auction bay estimated value side up. Each player receives a deck of bid cards of their chosen color. Each deck is identical and contains bid cards of different values and a proxy card. When the game begins, the auctioneer, heard through the game's hub, will announce which player will be bidding.
New items are up for bid. Red.
If a player wants to bid on an item, that player places a bid card on the corresponding bidding tray.
Blue.
If there's already a bid card from another player, then the player will need to bid with a higher bidding card. After bidding and placing a card, the player will need to hit the corresponding bay button on time, otherwise they will need to retract their bid. The proxy card can be played on top of any bid. Other players can no longer play regular bidding cards here, but players can beat a proxy by bidding with their proxy card. Players may pass by simply doing nothing and wait for the buzzer.
Bay 1 sold to the red player.
When the auctioneer announces the winner of the item, the winner receives the item and may look at its actual value. The winning bid card is removed from the game and the rest of the bid cards are returned to their respective players' decks. The game resumes with the press of a button.
Press resume to bid.
After a number of rounds, approximately 20, the auctioneer will end the game.
Last round.
Players will now add up all their cards' actual value. If a player makes a collection of 3 or more matching categories of items, then the value of those cards are doubled. And the player with the highest value among items is the winner. I also like to mention 2 other cards. When a player wins a gift card, the player chooses another player that forces them to give an item to that player. And a display case can be added to any collection as a wild in any category so that you can increase your collection's value. That completes the brief overview. Now let's move on to the review. I think eBay is an interesting game. As an eBay seller myself, if there's anyone who knows the eBay of the past, the game reflects on the older style of bidding of the auction site. This is because the game was made in 2001. Back then, you paid what you bid, but now you pay for the second lowest bid. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. As for the game, it's pretty fun and a hidden gem of the real-time auction style. It's not a true auction style game, but the pace is quick, hurried, and fast. The only game that comes close to it is probably Scott Nicholson's Going God. I also like that the winning bid cards are removed, making players not go crazy on the bids. I think the distribution of cards should be known for players before starting off. There are only 3 cards in a set per item. Actual values on them will be either half, even, or doubled. The items follow these rules, except for the toy category, which is the category that has the most cards. The only negative factor are the gift cards, and at least the giver gets to choose what cards to give up. I like the graphic design, which matches the color scheme of eBay. There isn't a fixed number of turns in the game, so that gives the game a bit more edge, and there will be many items that won't appear in the game. Looking at the market value, it seems it's not popular at all, but it's easy to get. I paid $3 for it, and it's not a bad price for it. I'm one for good auction games, and eBay the electronic talking auction game is a good find. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, like, share, and subscribe. You can support our channel by visiting our Patreon page and follow us on Twitter. This is the Cardboard Stacker, and keep on stacking games.